Hello everyone, Scott here, and welcome back to the final video in my Tone Enhancer mini-series. In this video, I'll show you how the Tone Enhancer filter can be used to create cross-processy types of effects. Perfect Effects includes a cross-process filter and several presets, and they're great when working with blues, greens, and yellows. You can reach further into the color palette with the Tone Enhancer filter and introduce reds, pinks, and magentas into your photos. Moreover, the curve adjustments in the Tone Enhancer give you complete control from the subtle to the surreal on the color mix in your photo. This scene is primarily blue and yellow tones, and with a few adjustments in the Tone Enhancer, I'll accentuate the blues and add a magenta touch to the highlights. Let me start by adding the Tone Enhancer filter, which defaults to the Auto Contrast preset, and that's fine, I'm going to use it. Now to have fun with the colors, I'll scroll down in the filter options to the color channels. Recall that the tone curve maps to your histogram. By changing segments of the tone curve, you can manipulate specific tonal regions of your image. I'll start with the blue channel, since there's quite a bit of ocean in this shot. I want to keep the sky more or less as is. The sky is mostly highlights. So I'll click on the blue curve to set a point roughly 3/4 of the way up the curve. As I manipulate the lower portion of the curve to boost the blues, the segment above the point that I set isn't changing. That point anchors the upper highlights in this image. Next, to add some magenta to the sky, I move to the red channel, and here I'll set a point halfway up the curve. This is going to protect the shadows in the lower midtones. When I pull the curve up in the highlights area, the sky and the ocean foam are going to take on these pink and magenta tones. And let's take a poke at the green channel too. Green is roughly the opposite of red on the color wheel, so a very slight tug downward on green is going to bump up the reds just a little more. And to finish things off, I'll add a little detail with a detail slider. There. With just a few tweaks to the tone curve, here is before and after. The adjustments I did are very subtle. However, you can be more dramatic, more aggressive with the changes you make. Experiment, explore the Tone Enhancer, play with the tone curve. Stack multiple tone enhancers together. This filter is the Swiss Army knife and can produce very unique looks and feels for your imagery.